Hello there. My name is Nathan. You look like you're new to the area of the Old Fourth Ward in our beautiful city of Atlanta. You must be interested in learning a little bit about the area, so let me talk to you today about the history of the area. Walk with me, and I'll tell you about this terrific part of Atlanta not many get to experience when they visit. It's certainly a beautiful hot summer day out here, nothing short of a Georgia summer. Well, let's begin with the name that is the Old Fourth Ward. Even the name alone comes from the past, which some don't understand, and as reading verbatim, quote, "The name Old Fourth Ward confuses many, but it simply relates to how the city of Atlanta was once broken up into voting districts known as wards," end quote, as described by Colin Kelly in his article Something Old, Something New, Old Fourth Ward, from AtlantaInTownPaper.com. Today, the streets of Atlanta have become a hub of shopping, culinary, and cultural experiences unique to the South. The Old Fourth Ward of Atlanta is part of this growth but harbors an unseen past to many. Seeing the sights and understanding its history are just part of the journey one can make when delving into this part of the city. Today you can see the Ponce City Market under construction to be born again, or the Urban Street Market with its vivid shopping. You can catch a show at the Masquerade or eat at one of the many restaurants, some of the best the city has to offer. The Old Fourth Ward has a secret that not many get to experience, however. Let me take you back in time for a moment as you walk with me into the history of the Old Fourth Ward. A lot of these now trendy buildings were converted industrial buildings, and they have a hidden past. The Boulevard, for instance, was once one of the most desired residential streets in the city, until the Great Atlanta Fire of 1917 burned them down, and the city gave way to the industrial buildings now. The Ebenezer Baptist Church is also a location here, where generations of the King family also provided over worship ceremonies, and one of the many churches also in the area. As described from Atlanta.net under the Neighborhoods Guide, quote, "The Old Fourth Ward is home to the MLK Jr. National Historic Site and the Sweet Auburn Historical District, a National Historic Landmark known for its role in African American history. The Old Fourth Ward in Atlanta was also an early player in higher education for African Americans, as the Atlanta neighborhood was once home to the Morris Brown College, the first educational institution in Georgia under sole African American patronage," end quote. The Sweet Auburn Historical District played its role before the Civil Rights Movement had started. As described by the New Georgia Encyclopedia under the Sweet Auburn listing, quote, "Sweet Auburn boasted a concentration of black-owned businesses, entertainment venues, and churches that was unrivaled elsewhere in the South. Its bustling retail trade and wealthy business owners earned the streets a national reputation for African American finance and entrepreneurial zeal," end quote. Now, as we continue walking along our way through these old industrial buildings, you know a little bit more about the past that these buildings have. They were once home to and the culture that they helped to liberate in the city of Atlanta. This is only a little bit of the history of the Old Fourth Ward, and there is still so much more to discover about its past. Well, these are stories for another day. Let's take another perspective in time. When better than now? Currently, there is a lot of upheaval going on in the Old Fourth Ward. Today, as I said, you can visit the construction side of the Ponce City Market, or visit the Urban Street Market. However, there is a lot of construction and cleaning up parts of the Old Fourth Ward. This year of 2012 has also been a major part in this part of the city, as the Boulevard, as it is known to locals, is to be cleaned up. Quote, "Boulevard corridor has long been a source of complaints for residents who say it's a haven for drug dealing, often in broad daylight," end quote, as described by Paul Peralty in his article, Seven-Pronged Plan Unveiled for Boulevard, and taken from eastatlanta.patch.com. The cleaning is set to get this part of the boulevard back into working order and make it safe area again. Already halfway through the year, changes have occurred that have brought some pride back into the community. The streets have become safer, and new construction is again rebuilding the area. The Beltline is part of this reconstruction, originally existing as a railway corridor for central Atlanta in the Old Fourth Ward. This area is set to be rebuilt as a trail for many uses in the area. These include hiking areas through wooded land, as well as areas for future use as a rail system to speed up travel through Atlanta. The Ponce City Market is also being reworked here, with hopes of redevelopment for commerce uses where, quote, it would include a food hall registry designed to become Ponce City Market's central gathering place. It would feature national and local restaurants, specialty foods, a gourmet market, and prepared foods, end quote, as described by Doug Sam's article, Slideshow, Jamestown Reveals Ponce City Market from bizjournals.com. These are just a few of the actions being taken now to bring back this part of the city. However, much more still exists to be done in order to do so. The future is bright for the Old Fourth Ward, and much still exists to be discovered and built. The problems in old industrial buildings are being fixed and converted to something great of what they used to be, and are something now to behold as we see them grow and change with the times. Changes are being made for the future for next generations to enjoy in the area, from the Beltline, the Ponce City Market, to the Boulevard. This is a renaissance for the culture and history of Atlanta and for us to enjoy, and these are part of what makes Atlanta great. Well, I certainly hope you'll be here to enjoy all the sights and sounds and experiences with me. Thank you for watching this short video on the Old Fourth Ward, and I hope you learned something about the unique culture it has in our city of Atlanta. If you'd like to learn more, please visit our WordPress page, Unveil Atlanta, if you would like to learn more about Atlanta and its many sites and events that have occurred here. My name is Nathan, and I hope you enjoyed me as your tour guide today. There is still so much more to see, to do, and the sky is the limit. Have a great day.